Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. How are you all doing? Maybe I should start this show because we are within that season, the Christmas season. I say, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. How are you all doing? Yes, beautiful. I mean, this season of the year is when we all get together to share goodness, share, love, share everything that life, gives to us. Gratitude and what have you. That is what the season is all about. And yes, today you'll be wondering, it's Christmas. Aren't you taking a break or something? Well, this is my break. This is my break. Just to tell you, I have something special for you this season. Yes. And I have someone I hold so dear. She's a sister. Yeah, she's part of the family. She describes herself as one with the gift of clarity. When you hear her, you will understand. Yes, she's a she. You will understand what we're talking about. And she's of the family, the HR family. She's a HR professional. She is an orator. The way she speaks, the way she delivers her messages. Oh, it's like after hearing her, you feel like going to bed. This lullaby kind of feeling. Who am I talking about? Her name is Beverly Chahonyo. Yes, you heard that name somewhere from East Africa. Yes, and she's with me today. Enough. I know you want to see her and hear her like I want to. Where is she? And there she is. Hi, Bev.
Hi. Hey, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm so flattered. Thank
Good to have you.
you.
Good to have you. Good to have you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We've been talking about this, having you on the show forever. And
I
somehow
know. I
this
know.
Christmas, when I say Santa brought you in, and it's amazing. It's amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
How,
blessed. I'm
how's the
happy
family?
to be I'm so happy to be home with the family. You know
Great.
that I don't live
Mm,
in Kenya, so
mm.
these precious few days that I have with them, I'm just so excited to be home. My nephews and nieces were ecstatic to have me. They were doing a countdown before I came, and now they're
Beautiful.
doing a countdown because I'm about to leave, but we're making the most of the
Oh,
moment.
oh. Well, it's one of those things. Christmas will come again, and they know Auntie
Yes.
Bev will come around again to share, wonderful moments with us. Beautiful.
Yes.
Good to have you
Yes.
here. All right. So let's get to meet this wonderful lady from East Africa, all the way from Nairobi. Who is Beverly Chahonyo? Who is she?
So my name is Beverly Mbone Morolake Chahonyo. The Morolake was given to me by our mentor, FD.
Yeah,
I am Kenyan by birth. Can you see my little people peeping back there?
I can see them. It's okay.
There.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
They should be
No,
in
it's
bed,
okay.
but it's fine. I don't mind.
No, it's okay.
So I am Kenyan by birth. And I love Nigeria. You know that. So I'm Nigerian
Mm,
by association. I
mm-hmm.
am an HR professional by profession. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I am a clarity coach. I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about purpose, and I'm passionate about helping people achieve and align with their purpose. And it just
Beautiful.
brings me so much joy when somebody finds their purpose and that
Mm,
light goes off in their eyes and they begin to pursue that purpose like it's the only thing that they could ever do, and they pursue it with everything in them. And being part of that process brings me so much joy. I
beautiful.
work for the United Nations World Food Program. That's what I do by day, but I do coaching like you. I do
Mm,
podcasting like you. Bro,
mm.
you really challenged me. 2023, I'm keeping up with you because you know me. I started mine, and then 2022 was quite a challenging year for me personally. So
Mm.
I decided to put that on hold. But I'm back. I'm back with Beverly Speaks next year, and we're gonna have you on the other stage as well. So
Amazing, amazing, beautiful.
I am.
I want
So I'm a podcaster. I'm an author. I'm a lover of people, and I'm a lover of God.
beautiful, guys. Beverly is someone that when you listen to her, like if you want to go to bed and you want to have that sweet feeling of sleeping, pick up, listen to her podcast or something. When maybe she's reading an excerpt from her book and telling that story and all that. it takes you, as in her voice and the words just takes you into that realm of sleep, and you have a sweet
Oh,
sleep. Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. Good to have you
amen.
here. Good to have you
Thank
here.
you.
Now we are in that season of celebrating Christmas
Yes.
and all that, and we are here to unbox Christmas. And I was asking myself, who do I discuss this with? And it was like, no, Beverly is one person that, would describe this season in a way that my audience will appreciate it. And we want to unbox Christmas. And we're going to start from that perspective. What does this season mean to you? What does it
Oh,
mean to you?
wow. I don't know if you understand how loaded that question is. I've always been that person. Christmas has always been so special to me. Even in the
Mm,
family, I'm the one who puts up the tree early and leaves it as late as I can into the new year. I'm the
mhm,
one who comes with presents. I'm the one who just brings the Christmas cheer and the Christmas joy.
yeah.
And I've always been that person. In fact, right now, as I'm in Nairobi, my tree is still up in Rome, waiting for me to
Oh,
go back. Yes,
yeah.
I left it. I always leave my tree up because I'm always home for Christmas. When I come back and the apartment is empty and I see the tree, it's almost like welcome home. So
Mm,
I love the season. I love everything that comes with the season. But because I'm a child of God, and because that is who I am at heart, the core of me, the foundation of me, I am in awe of the sacrifice. I'm not going to talk about the birth. I'm talking about the sacrifice that God gave
yeah.
by giving His Son.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the more you understand how big a sacrifice that must have been. The older you get, the more you look in within yourself and find the truths within yourself, the more you understand that sacrifice is part of love. You cannot love somebody and not be willing to sacrifice for them.
Mm,
There
true.
are things that you have done to sacrifice for your children, for your wife. You, if you do not sacrifice for your job, then you don't love your job. But that's the HR side of me coming out. Let
Yeah.
me put that aside. But this year, Christmas, last year and this year, Christmas has been, whew, I said to a couple of my really stretched me the past couple of years. So
Mm,
last year, no, a few years ago, 2018, we lost
mm.
our dad. And
Oh,
I'm
I'm
a
so
daddy's girl.
sorry.
Toward to the heart of me, I'm a daddy's girl. And that was
Mm,
difficult. This Christmas was very difficult. And then the ones that came after that, you kind of begin to find ways to operate around that.
mm.
Last year I was home for Christmas. I was unwell. My mom was unwell as well as I was. We both had COVID. And Christmas came, and it was not the most cheerful part of the year. But we're like, okay, Christmas is done. Let's move on. Let's get better. And then sadly, we lost mom on the 27th, which was yesterday, marked a year.
Yeah.
So Christmas this year was, yes, the Christmas this year was I will say that sacrifice where, because we have my nieces and nephews, and I call them the Munchkin crew, because they're around, they
Mm,
have brought so much joy and life into the home. But over and above that, we have to then put on a brave face. So
mm.
we thought about it, my siblings and I, we thought about what could we do to remember her and honor her and feel close to her. And we decided to go to her church for Christmas service. And that was very difficult emotionally. Um, because the last time we were there, we were burying her. And then after
Mm.
that, we did lunch as a family and we went to this beautiful restaurant. It's called Zen Garden here in Nairobi. Beautiful
Okay.
gardens. And they had, face painting and bouncing castles for the kids. And we just laughed together and we pushed through it together. And Christmas is about being together. So for
Yeah.
me, when I'm unboxing Christmas with you, you and I are here together because our paths have crossed in different places in different
Yeah.
ways, and we have that bond. You're my brother. You know about living in Italy. There's so
Yeah.
many things we have in common.
Yeah.
Christmas is about bringing people together. So,
Beautiful.
and then Christmas is about finding the joy, the little pockets of joy, even when it doesn't seem joyful,
Yeah.
because of the sacrifice that Christmas represents.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to sacrifice, but my prayer is that anybody who is out there who has been feeling alone, who has been feeling rejected, who is going through grief, that God will truly give you a reason to smile as He has me. So, yes, there were
Amazing.
tears, but you celebrate the life of the person by living your life in a way that would honor them. And that means while the tears are there because you miss them, the
Mm.
joy of being together as a family and just laughing together and crying together, even, it is a gift. So I'm choosing to see the gift this Christmas.
You know, listening to you now, talking about, you call them is it the Munchins now? Correct me.
The Munchkin crew.
The Munchkin crew. Having you around this season, I'm trying to imagine the expression on their faces because, before we came on, I was telling you about my daughter, yeah, when I was getting
Yes.
ready for the show, and I told her, she was like, "Daddy, where are you going?" I said, "Okay, Daddy has a recording to do now. Daddy has a show. I need to go on air and all that." And she was like, "But we have
Mm.
dinner. We have Christmas dinner and what have you." Because this period for her every day is just Christmas dinner. And I was like,
There you go.
"Okay." I had to go back, sit with them to have that dinner. I mean, her mom prepared this chicken, well, whatever,
Mm.
prepared, marinated, and what
Mm.
have you. So I was like, okay, let me sit down. So I can tell that feeling on for them, children, this season, the what it means to them, laughing, hanging around, going out there, jumping from place to place. It is precious. And when you hear them
Yes.
giggle, laugh,
Yes.
and what have you, it is so precious. You just like thank God for this season. So I really understand when you made reference to your crew and how coming around and that joy, even though they know that okay, until we believe in anytime soon. But I mean, these few days you've been with them is like forever, it's eternity,
Yes.
it's amazing. Now, looking at where you're coming from, your profession, how do you think we can really make Christmas, or rather this season, Christmas, yes, but this season worthwhile within the corporate space? Let people enjoy the season, love the season, and appreciate and exchange those wonderful, what I say, gift and moment from your perspective as a HR professional. How do we achieve that?
I think it's important to understand that we're not all on the same page. We come from different backgrounds, we have
Mm,
different experiences, we have different seasons that we're in, we have different cultures, tongues, food, smell, music that we're used to. And then we come together in this melting pot and we're supposed to all get along. And I think it's important to allow people to celebrate their individuality. So I would
mm,
say my organization is very multicultural, and some people do not believe in Christmas. Some people do not practice Christmas because they practice different religions. But
yeah.
it's important to allow people to celebrate their individuality. Number two, it's important to begin to appreciate people. I think it would be great to have something like the 12 days of Christmas, where every day you celebrate a different team in the
Mm,
organization for the 12 days of Christmas. And within the team, every day you celebrate somebody different or somebody new.
mm,
If you put it on a shared space like Yammer, you
mm,
say, hey, I want to give a shout out to my brother here, or to this person, because they've made my life easier this year, or because I've learned so much from them this year, or because they led with such integrity, or because they led with such humility, and you appreciate. As long as you appreciate people, let me tell you something that I've learned over the years about the human being, the human nature.
yeah.
Human beings ultimately want to be left with their dignity. Whatever else you do, leave people with their dignity. And going beyond leaving them with their dignity by actually appreciating their individual uniqueness, their unique
Mm,
traits, I think would
mm,
be the most marvelous gift you could give people at Christmas. Because we live in a
beautiful.
world where everything is go, 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 now, now. Nobody has the time. I mean, and it almost seems like COVID made it worse. There's so
Mm,
much. anxiety, there's so much
Anxiety.
hunger, and we need to stop and appreciate that as a species, this generation, we've been through a lot. So how do we
Mm,
stop and press the pause button together and celebrate each other without making it forced? Because the minute it becomes forced, nobody wants to appear. So that's what I would
exactly.
say.
Beautiful. Now, the season is setting us up for 2023. And you made mention of COVID, which has revolutionized or changed or disrupted a lot of things. And somehow our thinking process, our partnering has drastically changed. 2023 is just around the corner. For you, what would be, would I say, your aspiration, the high note you're looking forward to for 2023? Would you want to share that with us?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm very happy to share that. Um, Sorry, somebody just
It's
walked
okay.
in.
It's
I
okay.
would say, I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. 1 second. So sorry about that.
Nah, it's okay. It's one of those
I'm more
things.
than, yes,
I'm used
yes.
to it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's important to hit the pause button.
Okay.
And by hitting the pause button, I mean, I think generally the past few years have been extremely challenging and taxing on a lot of people. It is not just one person, it's a lot of people. So by hitting the pause button, I mean just stop everything and breathe.
Mm,
We've been running in this race for so long, so fast, with so many expectations on us, so much pressure, so much anxiety building. Stop and breathe. I would say 2023 for me is going to be about the word no is very important in my vocabulary right now.
mm,
No is a complete sentence. So,
yeah.
no, I cannot do this because it does not align with my values. It does not align with my focus, my agenda, my assignment here on earth.
Mm,
Understand that each and every one of us was put here for a reason. None of you, I'm speaking to somebody out there, you are
yeah.
not a mistake. You were put here for a reason. You have a seed of greatness in you. Learn to say no to the things that put you down. Learn to say no to the things that define you in the wrong way. Learn to say no to the people who are not going in the direction you're going. I heard a wise man speak one day, and he said, relationship is made out of two words, it's a ship and it's relation. So you get into
Mm,
a ship with somebody and you relate. But
mm,
sometimes one of us is going to have to get off before the other. So understand which ships you must get off. Understand which people you must get off your ship. Because ultimately, if you are not whole, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot
mm,
achieve that greatness from a place of social media or society tells me I must do this. So,
mm,
no, for me, and hitting the pause button means find yourself, search out your identity, seek out your purpose, find the
yeah.
people who are supposed to be on this journey, and then say no to absolutely everything else and focus on that thing. That's what I'm doing in 2023. I hear a lot of people saying, there's a book called The Year of Yes, and a lot of people read that book and say, I'm going to say yes to everything. I think I've had my season of yes. I'm now in my season of no. No,
No.
thank you. You're an amazing person, but this season is over. No, thank you. I think it's an amazing project. It's just not for me. No, thank you. I'm pretty sure that one day we can work well in the future, but right now this does not work for me. And I'm not saying be a completely self-absorbed. Be conscious of the people, the places, and the things you are supposed to do in 2023. And that way you will not waste time, yours and other people's time, doing the wrong things. So that for me is my
Beautiful.
2023. My 2023 is my year of no.
Beautiful. You know, when you brought out that word no and you were speaking, somehow what I heard is clearly no. In other words, I mean, if you flip it, means yes. As in, I'm saying no to something because I'm saying yes to another thing, more
There
or
you
less.
go.
I'm
There you go. I'm
saying
saying no to the wrong things so that I can say
exactly
yes to the right
yes to the
ones.
right things. Exactly. So I'm
Mhm,
building myself, I'm building my space, I'm building my capacity. Do you think going to that place will help building this? No, it won't. So, no, we're not going there today. Do you think
mhm.
watching those movies would improve upon what I mean we want to do? No. So, we're not going to watch those movies. Do you think so? It's not like saying no to something makes you look bad. No, I'm saying no to this because already I am committed to something and I want to grow it. No matter how small I mean it is, it's like a little step here, a little step there, line upon line, precept upon precept, and before you know it,
There you
that
go.
that edifice is, I mean, it's there looking at us. Amazing, guys.
Bro, you're preaching good.
Thank you, guys. We have Bev Chahonyo on the show today, and you will agree with me. She's been giving us some, little stops that will grow into something amazing for 2023. We are looking at unboxing the Christmas and even preparing for 2023. And she just said something that I can't get it off. You don't pour out of an empty cup. You don't pour out of an empty cup. You just said that and that hit me there. So it means I need to get something in my cup if I want to pour out. Can you
And dare
just
I say, yeah, I want to
yes,
expound on that. Dare I
go
say,
ahead, go ahead.
you can get something in your cup, but I would challenge you to get something of substance in your cup.
Mm, mm,
Because you can have something in your cup that is spewing poison, that is spewing
mm,
hatred, that is spewing
mm,
malice, that is
mm,
wasting somebody else, that is putting somebody else down. There is nothing you're going to gain by pouring from a full cup of malice, from a full cup of
mm,
regret, from a full cup of
mm.
unforgiveness. And I'm saying this
True.
consciously because this is a conversation. It's so interesting. It's a conversation I've been having over the past few days. I am going to be very intentional about
Mm,
pouring from a full cup of integrity, a full cup of love, a full cup of substance, a full cup of purpose, a full cup of
yeah.
just chasing after my purpose with everything, but doing it with kindness. You can say no badly and leave somebody scarred and wounded, or you can say no with a smile and leave
Mm,
somebody wanting more of your no. And I purpose
mm.
that my no is going to leave people wanting more of my no.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like that. Pour out of your substance. Don't just pour anything. Actually, in actual, if you look at it, truly speaking, no cup is actually empty. It depends. Every cup has something in it.
Mm-hmm,
And like you
mm-hmm,
just said now, some of those things are poisonous. So
mm-hmm,
you need to
mm-hmm,
replace them with something
mm-hmm.
substantial, something that will edify, something that will build people up. And oh,
Exactly.
2023, we just have to sit down, sit down. Oh, Bev, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Okay. I know time is of essence here. And like before we came on, I was telling myself we're not going to spend so much time here on this show today because come on, it's Christmas and we need to like get back to family and all that. But before I let you go, I have two questions for you.
Okay.
People always talk about when the year is coming to an end, they tell you, okay, I have to come up with my, what do we call it now?
2 years
Resolutions. And for the
resolution.
next year, and New Year resolutions and all that. And 1 2 months into the new year is like the resolution just dissolves, disappears into the thin air for so many of us.
Mm.
Do you think we should approach the year 2023 with that, should I say, mindset, setting up a resolution and all that?
So I'm going to say something that might be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it because I think people need to hear. And I'm going to say it with
Mm,
kindness, but I'm going to say it
mm,
anyway.
yeah.
Too many of us are rushing to create resolutions, and today is the 28th. My friend, if you did not plan for 2023 in 2022, the next 2, 3, 4 days are not going to make a difference. So,
Mm,
this is what I would say: stop, hit the pause button. Don't do it because the 31st is 3 days away. No,
mm,
stop, hit the pause button, and really take stock of 2022. Because
yeah.
you cannot move forward if you don't know where you're coming from. Because where you're
Mm,
coming from informs where you're going and how you're going there. And it's just life. It is just fact. It is just truth. So you can't say, oh, now Bev has told us 2023 is the year of no. So let me put all my resolutions and put no's next to them. No, my journey is very unique. My journey is very
yeah.
different. I had my year
Yeah.
of yes, I had my year of pause, I had my
Mm,
year of tears. I have now
yeah.
moving into my year of focus. My
Mm-hmm.
year of focus 2023. 2023 might not be your year of focus. It might be your year of yes. So say no to Bev, because maybe Bev is not taking you where you need to go. But
Mm,
reflect on where you're coming from. What have you
true.
done right? What could you have done better?
Better.
What should you not have done at all? And what have
Yeah.
you not even touched and you should have even started? If you look
Mm,
at those four things, then it will inform you as, and I think you know this where I'm going. There's
yeah.
something that our mentor says, then you will
Yeah.
start talking about what should you start doing, what should you stop doing,
Stop
what should you
doing.
do more of, what
Mm,
should you do less of.
do less of. Yeah.
And then instead of writing a resolution, plan. Every organization has a strategy.
Yeah.
Every relationship should have a strategy.
Strategy.
Every individual should have a strategy. So begin to map out what are the top 5 things that if I could achieve these 5 things in 2023, I would be good. Now, those
Mm,
5 things, each of them will come with different actionable points
yeah.
that you can build upon. But if you just take 5 things and you can divide it this way, say, in my family life, I want to achieve X. In my finances, I want to achieve. In my spiritual life, I want to achieve. In my physical health, I want to achieve. In my relationships, I want to achieve. If you take those 5 areas and you truly dig deep, and each of them maybe has 2 to 3 points. Don't overwhelm yourself. One
Yeah.
of them may have 1 point and another one may have three. That's fine. And let me tell you now the biggest secret after all that planning: one word: consistency.
Consistency.
Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Every day, do one thing for 5 minutes towards that thing. After a while, you'll find that you're enjoying it and you're building momentum. So it will be every day you'll do one thing for 15 minutes, but
Mm,
you'll have done it for 6 months, as opposed to doing something straight and giving it your all for a full 3 months. And then after 3 months, you're burnt out.
burnt out.
So
Beautiful.
little steps,
Yeah.
repeated,
Yeah.
consistently, clearly defined. You will find
Beautiful.
that your world will move. It will rock your world.
Amazing. That is more or less building an atomic habit, as in
Yes,
you
yes. You know, I'm reading the book, right?
the atomic habit, exactly.
Yes,
You take that thing for 5 minutes and you are, you are at it for 5 minutes, you put it down, you pick up another thing, but the rule here is consistency. you know
consistency.
I remember our mentor FD, there was a time where we had a yes, that was one of the Gemstone Connect meetings, and we were talking about character. Character comes as a result of consistency. You are
Yes,
consistent at something, and before you
yes,
know it, I mean, you formed a character or a habit or
Yes.
something, and you were known for that. And
Hmm.
I really appreciate the way you put it. For 2023, you should be looking at building consistently, as in that particular thing. Don't don't kill yourself. Just do a little. Take a chunk here. Take a little chunk there. Bite
You know,
sizes.
there's a saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a
Then you
time.
finish, then you finish the elephant. If you sit down and try to do it in one sitting, you won't do it.
You
But
will
just do
do it.
one bite here, one bite there, and slowly the elephant in the room becomes nothing because
Nothing.
over time you have picked away at it.
Beautiful. This is amazing.
I could
Unboxing
be here
Christmas.
for another 3 hours. You know
I
that, right?
know.
I'm really enjoying the conversation.
Beautiful. Now, before I let you go, let me ask that question I always ask my guests. How do you unwind? How do you spend that time? How do
Oh,
you unwind?
I have number one, the most amazing family. My family makes me happy, but they also
Beautiful.
make me laugh. Like we laugh a lot. Our WhatsApp groups are lit. So spending
Mm,
time with family for me, especially over the past few years, has become my number one priority. Number two,
mm.
I have an amazing, I'm so blessed. I have this tribe. I usually say, find your tribe, hold them tight,
Hold
and
them
never let
tight.
them go. So I
Mm,
have friends from my best friend and I have been best friends since we were um 9, 10 years old.
mm.
I have
Amazing.
some beautiful gifts. My garden is full. My friends are good people. They are loyal people. They will hold you up. They last year, for example, because they knew how tough the past few years had been, I had 6 girls fly from the US and come and spend
Mm,
my birthday with me in Rome because they're like, you know what? We've not
beautiful.
done Rome. We've not seen you. So my friends are just, and my tribe is find different aspects of your tribe. So my tribe in Rome is very tight knit. My tribe in Kenya is very tight. So I have
Mm,
those people around me. I am a foodie. I love good food. I love good company. I
mm,
love to people watch. That's something that I love to do, to just sit and watch people. Oh my
mm,
goodness, human beings are such interesting creatures. Love to travel. I love
mhm.
music, and I speak. I love to talk. So I will sit and have conversations with people and just truly understand where they're coming from. And I have a gift, the gift of the gab. So I
Mm,
can speak into your life. I can
mm.
look into your soul and see things that will be revealed to me and bring them out of you.
Beautiful.
How do I unwind? I sometimes it's just Netflix. Let's just say that. So sometimes it boils down to I just need my series,
Yeah.
and and I'm good. So yeah,
Beautiful.
that's pretty
Beautiful.
much me.
Beautiful. Oh, Bev, thank you for this moment. Guys, we've been discussing with Beverly Chahonyo, and you will agree with me. She's such a wonderful soul, you know, unboxing Christmas with us this season and even sharing her 2023 expectations with us, more or less that we can even glean from it and, build. Maybe you've been confused, you've been asking yourself questions. How do I go about this? How do I go about that? You will agree with me listening to her for this, should I say, 5, 10 minutes. There's a lot to take away to also sit down and begin to like create your future. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, Bev, one word from you before we let you go on this show. One word from you.
One word from me. Oh, life is too short to be miserable. So find the thing you love and pursue it with everything you have. Life
Beautiful.
is really too short to be upset at the important people and let
Mm,
days, weeks, months pass you by. You
that's
don't know if that is going to be your last conversation, your last hug, your last argument.
mm,
Life is too short to live with regret. So every day, do your best to lay things to rest, put them to bed, so that tomorrow you wake up fresh and empty, so that God can fill your cup, so that you can fill
amazing.
somebody else's cup.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, you heard it. It's too short for you to box yourself and all that. Just unbundle it, unbox it, let it go. That every morning you wake up, the good Lord fills you up again. Just like we say, here's my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord.
Yes,
Fill it.
there you go. There you go. And then, I have to say this because I say it everywhere I am. For
Go ahead.
somebody out there who is feeling alone, lost, lonely, bewildered, rejected, there are two things I say everywhere I go. Number one, you are loved. And I want you to hear me today. You are loved. Number two,
Mm,
you are enough.
you
You
are
are
loved
enough. You are
and you are
loved and you
enough.
are enough.
Beautiful. I am loved and I am enough. I got a
Yes.
word. I got a word for this season. I am
There you
loved
go.
and I
There
am
you go.
enough.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
There you
thank
go.
you, thank you, thank you, guys. We can stay here with Beverly. I told you, you want to go to bed. Just listen to Beverly's voice for a while. I mean, your sleep will be sweet indeed. But you know how it is on the show. We need to let her go. But it is amazing. Just to let you know, Beverly is my sister. We are of the same tribe, and that we share a lot in common. I mean, we sit under the same tutelage, we listen to the same messages and all that. And I enjoy, honestly, I say this not because she's here now. I say this, I enjoy listening to her each time she comes on when we are
Oh,
having, with our mentor, we're having this conversation. And when it's Bev's time to talk, I just like, okay, let me listen. There's something coming
oh,
coming at me now.
oh, thank you.
Good to have
I
you here.
truly,
Yeah,
truly appreciate you. And like I said, you have challenged me this past year, and I'm
thank
taking
you.
that
Thank you.
gauntlet and I'm running with it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, you know how we say it on the show. This is the space where we come to lean on one another's experience to forge a path. And today, we're blessed to have Beverly Chahonyo with us on the show, and it has been amazing. But I have to let you go to go practice everything we have heard tonight, everything we have heard, as in push it into the future till we come your way again. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Thank you, Bev.
Thank you.